Every single year, 30 billion euros quietly vanishes from the retirement accounts of German pensioners. Bank advisors collect this sum through a perfectly legal, systemic process occurring across millions of desks every day. Hildegard, a 74-year-old from Hanover, experienced this firsthand. Over 40 years of part-time work and raising 3 children, she and her husband saved 140,000 euros. After 7 years of following a smart bank plan, nearly 60,000 euros had disappeared, lost entirely to hidden fees and product costs. Hildegard's loss reflects a national trend. Data from the German Institute for Economic Research shows that unnecessary financial products, inflated fees, and flawed advice drain 30 billion euros from the older generation annually. The engine driving this wealth transfer is a commission system called provision. Consumer protection studies indicate that in 70% of consultations, advisors recommend products that maximize profit for the bank rather than the client. This design creates a structural opposition. An advisor's career growth is tied to the sale of high-cost products, while your security depends on low-cost growth. Banks maintain this system by pushing products that sound inherently stable, such as actively managed funds, capital life insurance, and private pensions. Consider a standard life insurance policy with a €200 monthly contribution. Over 20 years, the principal reaches 48,000 euros. Tests reveal 15 to 30% never reaches the investment pool. It is diverted to cover administrative fees, commissions, and risk costs. This image shows the DAX index board, the benchmark for the German stock market. While banks charge up to 2.5% annually for expert fund management, the S&P Spiver report shows that 90% of these active funds fail to beat this market baseline over 15 years. Pensioners are effectively paying thousands of euros in guaranteed fees for a high mathematical probability of underperforming the broader market. The playbook also utilizes complex instruments like structured certificates and real estate funds, products that use professional-looking brochures to mask underlying risks. This complexity hides a mechanism called the kickback. When you buy a fund, a portion of your ongoing management fees is secretly routed back from the provider to the bank that sold it to you. This legally incentivizes advisors to recommend the most expensive funds available. While the German Federal Court of Justice has ruled against specific kickback structures, financial institutions frequently engineer new contractual workarounds to keep the practice alive. Complexity also hides issuer risk. In 2008, thousands of German pensioners lost billions of euros because they held Lehman Brothers certificates, unaware they were essentially lending their savings to a failing bank. In the financial industry, extreme complexity serves as a tool to confuse clients and facilitate wealth extraction. The playbook's most aggressive strategy targets a senior's deepest psychological fear through care insurance, or Pflegezusatzversicherung. Marketing for these products often centers on the dread of becoming a financial burden to one's children, a fear that is highly effective at driving sales among the elderly. The trap is twofold. Premiums can spike uncontrollably on fixed incomes, and even when care is required, 40% of claims are rejected initially due to narrow bureaucratic fine print. The system secures lifelong profits by weaponizing the vulnerability of seniors, only to abandon them when the need for care actually arises. This system exists because of a central legal reality. Bank advisors have no legal obligation to act in your best financial interest. They are only required to offer products that are suitable. If 10 different products meet the minimum standard of suitability, an advisor is legally permitted to sell the one that pays them the highest commission. However, EU MiFID II regulations give you a powerful tool. Under these rules, advisors are legally compelled to answer truthfully if you ask them directly about the commissions they receive. A standard bank advisor operates as a legally protected salesperson. Their career depends on hitting internal sales quotas, which often necessitates prioritizing the bank's profit over your financial security. You can defend yourself using the Rule of 48. Never sign a financial document during a first meeting. Always take the paperwork home for 48 hours of independent review. Second, demand specific answers to 2 questions. What is the total annual cost of this product in euros? And what commission or kickback do you receive for this recommendation? For truly independent guidance, seek out fee-only advisors. honorarberater, who are legally bound to your interests, or consult with independent consumer protection centers. Your generation spent a lifetime building this country. You have earned the right to demand honesty and clarity to ensure your life's work is protected from a system designed to extract it.